I had no experience with steel before SSE. I immediately got experience by going out to the shop and field.
Recently, we went on a shop tour at Division 5. We saw the steel in the shop, being able to see the connections that I had in 2D, seeing them in 3D. It was pretty cool seeing something in real life, not just on paper, on a screen. It's important to visit a shop when you're a young engineer for a lot of reasons. Welding, actually doing it, and like knowing how it's done. Also, every time you go to a shop, you are made more aware of like fabricator preferences, what type of connections they prefer. When you're in the office, I mean, you try to communicate them and get to know what they would prefer. But I mean, I feel like something always comes up in the shop that you learn and you can improve on your designs.
For engineering, CJP weld is just utilizing the full strength of the member. And that corresponds to a fab shop. It's like I have to do so many passes of this weld to completely penetrate the member. And that takes a lot of time. So if we're able to get like a fillet weld to work in place of a CJP, then that's cost beneficial for the fabricator.
Also, like going to the shop, you realize like how welds act. Like if you have a really big weld on one side of a plate, it's gonna like want to pull it to the side. So you just have to just think about how everything fits up together. I mean, you have to think about the accessibility to make the welds. Also, you have to think about like what type of welds the fabricator would prefer. Complex welds like CJP or PJP welds will cost more, and they don't want to have to do that. If you can get a fillet weld to work, like extend the weld length if possible to make the weld smaller.
If you have exposure to that, you can see what the problem is and fix it beforehand, so that way there's no problems in the future. You really need to keep that in mind when you design, to really relate it back to what they're dealing with.